Running through his mind all day, I'm tired. I'm the boss now, do higher. Hang the phone up, I'm so wired. Couldn't sleep, my floor's too high up. I got keys, that girl's on fire. Who's the boss? I got 5 on me, like what's the cost? I'm at 5 hotel in a suite, I'm lost in white.
Welcome everybody. I've been off for a few days, 5 days maybe, 4. 19 and 21 was our season record in May. It's awful, but I'm excited to see what June will bring. Let's get it.
It's a venue in a city that's seen more NFL history than just about anyone else. Welcome to Lambeau Field in the heart of Green Bay. Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And here we go from Lambeau. Jaden Reed to return this. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
And that's into the hands of Downs. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Thrown on 1st down, Love. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Play fake. It's Love. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Shot 17. Let's go now.
Trying again following the sack. Taking a big shot for the end zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Oh, that is going to haunt him. A drop touchdown in the end zone. We'll see how good his mental toughness is, if he can move past it quickly and make an impact for them later.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. And no luck there, and that throw falls to the ground.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game or already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th.
Come on, set. Set, cut.
Takes the handoff, now Love. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And it's recovered by the offense, but Brock gets 4th down. We know only the fumbler can advance it, so this is still going to be a turnover on downs. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Wilson airing it out to start. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass. Couldn't find Mike Williams on that throw. And we'll see what they do here on second down. Shotgun snap for Wilson. And he's going to be marked down 5 yards short of that first. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Wilson on third down. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4. Russ is cooking again. He connects downfield on 4. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Chris Boswell for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Steelers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. On the return, here comes Reed. And he gave it his best to get to the 25, just a step or two short of it. He's out along the 24-yard line.
Ready, break.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Set.
Shotgun now for Love. Escapes the pocket. And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. Madden stopped by Alex Highsmith. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Set, hut.
Love out of the shotgun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Brought to the ground by Dante Jackson.
Set.
Love on 3rd and short. Caught by Jacobs. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Ready.
Love throwing on 4th. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Peyton Wilson. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. Thrown at the depth where linebackers coming to play in coverage, partner. And sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing board.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick-6 as it's sent away. Return starts from the goal line. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Green Jack. Ready, ready.
Love back to it after the pick. Oh, he got some air under this one, deep down the middle. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down. Pass was thrown for Christian Watson. And it sets up 2nd down.
Black shot. Ready.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Taken in by Dobbs. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of down.
97. Hut, hut.
1st down throw. Here's Love. That one's caught along the left sideline. And he'll be out of bounds just a yard or 2 short of that 25. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains. They have themselves another 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set.
Throwing off the play fake here. Finds him on the crossing route. And he'll take this one in for the Green Bay touchdown. The Packers make it a 1-score game in the 1st half. Christian Watson with the touchdown. McManus there to tack on the point after. And the Packers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. On the carry, this is Najee Harris. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Packers side of the field. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Into a ton of traffic, and this one intercepted.
Not good, King.
Picked off by Jair Alexander. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. McManus on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Packers tie things up at 14. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Calvin Austin on the return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Crosses midfield, and he's still going. Along the right sideline, there's space. There it is. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers get some late points and the lead. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
What do you think, Brock? Can we get dueling kick return touchdowns, huh? Let's find out. The kick is away. On the return, here comes Reed. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Down.
Off the play fake, he's going to throw. This one taken in by Kraft. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down. Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. Running on 1st here with Jacobs. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup. The Packers trying to hurry to the line. From midfield on 2nd down. Throwing deep for the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Christian Watson with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Packers tie this game at 21. On now is McManus to kick this away. On the return, here comes Austin. And look at this return. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled.
For the life of me, I will never understand why you give that returner another shot after he already took one to the house. You can feel it. He's brimming with confidence. He wants you to kick the ball to him, and he nearly took a 2nd one to the house again. He now sets his team up with great field position. Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last 2nd attempt to get rid of it.
Finds his back, Jalen Warren. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
A third down run with Harris. And there was no place to go. He blew that run up at the line.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
This ball's cut by Pickens. And he's a yard or two shy of the 30 before going out. That'll be a 20-yard hit on fourth down, Brock, and it keeps this drive moving. Now an inside handoff to Harris. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers get some late points and the lead. Najee Harris, the touchdown. Point after up and good from Boswell. And the Steelers break that tie and now lead by 7. Now Boswell on to send this away. On the return, here comes Reed. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return.
Ready, ready.
They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Black Ultra. Set, ready.
They go play action here. Left side into the hands of Dobbs. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Timeout taken by the Packers, their 3rd and final one.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. They've got 1st down from the 31.
Let's go. Ready.
Takes the handoff, now to throw. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately, no connection.
And that one is picked off, but wait a second. Oh, he came down out of bounds, so that's just going to be incomplete.
38.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Let's go now.
Love to throw again. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Running behind center with Harris. And he has a decent gain on what's going to be the final play of the half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Good looking return here, and he's got room. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35.
Oh, there's no question about it, Kate. That just infuses everybody. A little more bounce in your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to pay off your special teams that sets you up for success.
This has been a trend, yet another interception. Quay Walker in to pick it off. And he pays the price for the interception. Big hit brings
Let's get it.
return.
Time to turn it.
And it
This game is mine.
that ball to start the second half because he picks it off on the very first play.
I wonder at halftime, down there in that locker room on the whiteboard, if that defensive coaching staff just said simply, go get the ball. It's exactly what they do, and it totally changes the complexion of this second half.
Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
10 cycles. Set.
They stick with Jacobs. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
3rd and 4 coming up now.
Set. Hut. Hut.
Turning to Jacobs on 3rd. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him only 1 yard. Again, the run doesn't get it done, and now it's 4th and 3.
Slide through. Ready, ready.
Looking to throw. He fires one deep down the middle. And on 4th down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Hey, zero.
1st down, here's Russ. He's on the move. That throw finds Pickens. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 1 play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. 1st and 10, give to Harris. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3. Offense in the hurry up here. This is Harris on 2nd down. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4. Russ now from the gun. Warren's got it, complete. What a hit, he gets flattened to the ground. Offense up to the line fast. He'll throw it. Looking for the end zone and a deep shot. They connect on the deep shot. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. Boswell to add the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Steelers double their lead to 14. Now Boswell on to send this away. On the return, here comes Reed. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
43 rail. Ready.
Love from the gun. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the...
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
Down.
Love out of the shotgun. Finds his man, it's Kraft. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line.
Hurry.
Working quickly here.
Ready.
Thrown on 1st down, Love. Has him on the quick hitter. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down.
52.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Ready.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14.
22 meter.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here. 1st down from the red zone. Massive hit. The ball is out. Steelers have it, headed the other way.
Man, did those sidelines get loud. I think we all had to figure out what the heck was going on and who recovered the ball. But the minute they see the defense gets it, Kate, look at them. They save 6 points, and they get the ball back for their offense.
They'll start with a give to Harris. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. Now Wilson on the play fake. Completed here to Pickens. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers have likely locked up the win right there. George Pickens, the touchdown. Boswell gets that point after to go. And the Steelers stretch their lead to 21. Now Boswell on to send this away. On the return, here comes Reed. The return manages to get just beyond the 30.
Okay, right.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Set, ready.
Takes the handoff, now Love. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. And he makes the, wait, no, he didn't hang on. It falls incomplete. Looking for Christian Watson that time. So 2nd down coming up.
Here we go.
Play fake, it's Love. He's looking deep once again. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Throwing his Love on 3rd. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Green Bay. Packers trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard.
Got it.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th.
Here we go.
Shotgun now for Love. He finds him beyond the marker. And he will get the first as they touch him down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Let's go now.
Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
3rd and long for him here. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. This one intended for the running back. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Trying to throw here out of the gun. They can't connect as the coverage comes through with a 4th down stand. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's it, 2nd. Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long.
Gotta go. Right now. Let's go. Go.
So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost them 5 yards. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Into the hands of Pat Fryermuth. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 1st down throw from Wilson. Throw complete to Warren. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Hurry up offense now as time runs down. First down, here's Russ. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Harris with a first down and more. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers keep adding to that fourth quarter lead. Najee Harris, the touchdown.
The Steelers will line up for the two-point conversion.
Wilson's throwing for it. Forced out to his right. And the call to go for it not rewarded as the pass falls incomplete. Now Boswell on to send this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10.
Set, hut.
Love. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. He's got it inside the 25. Timeout taken by the Packers, their third and final one. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. It began at the 30 and has now jumped to first and 10 all the way down inside the red zone. Working inside the red zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
Ready.
Throwing, Love. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. The Steelers calling their first timeout. And they still have two available for them as we approach the end of this game. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. Trying to push it deep downfield. And that's incomplete. With 7 seconds left. Time for one, maybe two more snaps. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that brings up fourth and long. Well, it looks like the defense jumps just before the snap there. So that's going to make the field goal try a bit easier for them as the penalty gives them a free 5 yards. On for the field goal now. Here's Brandon McManus. This one from an even 40 yards out. That crunches off the right upright. No good. And they continue to trail by, well, Brock, a whole lot more than a field goal.
Man, that is a sound every kicker dreads. I really thought it had a chance to sneak in, but instead, it's rejected by the upright.
And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents
All right,
the first down.
all right, chat. That was
So the Steelers
that was
come in
bad.
and take this
I'm
on
not
the
gonna lie.
road.
That was awful.
And it was a game for
That is a
fans of
horrible way to
high-scoring
start
football,
June
wasn't it?
1st.
I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these.
Not even gonna look at the stats. We're just gonna jump into one more on the night. We gotta go 1-1 on the night. We're gonna put that's gonna be the worst game of the month, hopefully. That was god awful. If the gods are good, they'll give me King Jaleel again.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Keyshawn Nixon now on the return.
When you're on the road, the last thing you want to do is make a mistake that brings the crowd into it. Now you're not just battling your opponent, you're battling yourself as well.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Down. Ready?
Play action this time with Love. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Down the right sideline. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, 93 yards. And the Packers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 right at the 30.
Ready?
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Hurts sets up to throw it. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Come on, come on.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. Able to fight through 1 tackle. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Go! Ready?
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Throwing is Hurts. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Some mistakes already in the first quarter. If he holds on to that one, 1st down.
Yeah, and I guarantee you that at least one defensive back out there has reminded him of that fact, trying to get into his head and hoping that'll affect him the rest of the game.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Here's Hurts to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Go Silver, ready? Delta.
Hurts. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley from 17 yards out. And the Eagles are an extra point away from evening this one up. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but
he's got it at the 15. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 54 yards. Love now. Touchdown, Packers. Jaden Reed, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Packers have taken the lead. Love throwing for it. And they're going to get the two-point conversion. This one's caught. And it stretches their lead up to 8. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they're both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
10 yards there and an Eagle first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
A handoff to Barkley on the option.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
73.
From the gun, it's Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
They'll give it to Barkley off the option play.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd down and 11.
Round left, Yeti. 63. No touch.
Now back to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
They're going on fourth down with Hurts. Oh, he's going to look downfield for Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the
kick the ball real, my boy.
So this will be blown dead. And they'll move it up to the 40. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Play fake. Here's Love. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. On play action. Love to throw. That's taken in by Kraft. And he will go out right
I get that every time.
35-yard line. Love, they go play action now. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Off the play fake, Love. Buying time to his left. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A.J. Dillon as the first half is winding down. And the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Call up Yeti. Great, set. Yeti. Call up Yeti. No touch.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Hey, Tiger Hornet. No touch.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That one downfield for Dotson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Call up Yeti. No touch.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so this is going to be whistled dead, and the ball's going to be placed up at the 40-yard line.
Go Silver, ready? Great, set. Hey, easy, 63, back. Alpha. No touch.
Back to throw now on first down. Trying to find Barkley on the out route, and he's got him. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Looking to throw again on second down. Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. A handoff. Barkley running left. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll go to Barkley again. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. He'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone. Up the middle with Barkley. Fights. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Yeah, it's Saquon Barkley. Good job.
21-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have come back to make it a 2-point game. Hurts will throw. It's complete, and he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown.
Saquon Barkley has literally been Saquon Barkley his whole career. I'm going to run the clock out on your goofy butt. Let's get it.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
Okay. It was nice playing you. Goodbye. You've been talking the whole game.
About set to get this drive started.
I don't care what you said. Now I'm talking. I see your Saquon and I raise you a Josh Jacobs.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. Here's Jacobs from the gun to the 43, second down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their
It's nice playing him, my man.
Throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Steps away to his left. And Love is going to slide down and pick up the first.
Shit, you ain't getting the ball back. I'm running the clock out. I know, a game-winning field goal. Don't talk. Sorry. Let me mute my mic. I know. I'm kicking a game-winning field goal in 3 minutes and 57 seconds.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Here's Love. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 22-yard line. And they get 10 yards there and convert on.
I said shut up. What I said shut up.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind
Oh, he's calling timeouts.
And now right out of the 2-minute break.
It's over. It's over. I'm leaving. I'm gone.
Second down. Here's Love. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no
It's over. It's over. I'm leaving. I'm gone.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Love looking to throw it. And that will be incomplete as well.
And I know they would have loved to have had a touchdown there to give them some cushion. But now, kick the field goal. Get the lead. Let your defense bring you home. Show some faith in those guys on the other side of the ball.
The kick by McManus is good.
Game-winning field.
Taking the lead here in the final 2 minutes. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball.
I literally told you I would.
The 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready.
It's over.
Out there
It's
all
over.
beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. We have seen
Nope.
a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10.
63. Hey, Silver. No touch.
Back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Here comes 2nd down at 5.
Hey, call up Yeti. Yeti. No touch.
Back to throw. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. Room to maneuver at the 35. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 2 important parts to that play. 1, you get a first down, obviously. Charles, 2, managed to get out of bounds.
Love the way you dissected that, but he threw it in the middle of the field, so they picked up the first down, but he had to work his way to the sideline to stop the clock. What a great effort.
Here's 1st down.
Call up Yeti. No touch.
He's back to throw. And this is caught.
44 seconds. Let's get it.
And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. Elliott now to have the extra.
You're literally going to lose.
And
GG, my boy.
this a 4-point game.
Touchdown.
Now after the touchdown.
Touchdown.
And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you, as they'll be backed up to start this drive. Here's
I can't lose.
Here we go.
Love. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Now Love. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And they will get the conversion on third down, but the clock, a more pressing factor.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Love being chased out left.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ballgame. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
Now Love. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, you're at the point where he had to take the shot no matter the down. Now it's fourth down coming up, but that may turn out to be irrelevant with how little time is remaining.
One final try here for Willis.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty.
I ain't even gonna lie, they cheated me, chat. They cheated me. 0-2 to start fucking June. Are we still in? Man.
Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
I was cheated.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football at its finest, right?
I really was fucking cheated. I gotta play one more. I can't go out like that.
First opened in 1957. Welcome inside what's still one of the great stadiums of the NFL. Legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, home of the Packers. Here's Harrison Butker out there to get this thing started. And off we go from legendary Lambeau. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30.
Ready up.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Ready.
On play action, Love. He's going to air one out right away. That's caught. And he's going to take this one all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Green Bay. Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Packers will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes going to start this one with a throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. This one is caught by Hollywood Brown. Give them 14 on that one. And the Chiefs have a first down. They'll run with the former 7th-round draft pick, Isaiah Pacheco. Down the sideline, inside the 25. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Kansas City. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
Fight 60, 10.
Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
Ready.
They face second down and 7.
Ready.
From the gun, it's Love. That's to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Joshua Williams.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. Finding space inside the 40. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35.
We had a feeling coming into the game that they were going to get this guy plenty of touches, and you can see from this early success why. The defense is going to have to make some adjustments here because they have had no answers thus far.
Yellow. 50, yellow. 15. Hey, dribble it.
Once again, it's Pacheco. Finding room to the 20. And he's going to take this all the way home. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Chiefs. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Give him a second touchdown on this one. What an opening quarter, Greg. 2 rushing touchdowns in the first.
Well, Mike, we kind of had a feeling this might be the case. They told us all week how important it was to get this guy involved early and often, and boy, have they ever. He has made his presence felt here early in this one.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Here we go. Set.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out, go up for an offensive rebound, and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to...
Back to the sideline, and now he loses the football.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. The veteran, Penny Clark, in on the stop. Second and 7. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
You hear teams talk about it all the time, Mike. Let's win at the point of attack. And boy, this team here early in the first quarter, they've done just that.
Now the former rushing champ, it's Kareem Hunt. Room to run inside the 40. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. A big pickup there for the Chiefs. 37 yards. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. We are through. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
On 2nd down, Pacheco. That's timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their 2nd.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
What a pickup, a gain of 18. And it sets up 1st and goal.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
Here's Pacheco. And he will score again. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, KC. What a half he is putting together. That's his 3rd touchdown already. So his big first half continues. 3 rushing touchdowns already. Maybe have to start looking at the record book, see if he can do it. The record in a game is 6. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. For the return, it's Keyshawn Nixon. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's 1st and 10.
Set, ready.
We'll go play action with Love. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
This pains me to say, Mike, because I love the idea of feeding the tight end, but you can only go his way so many times if it's not going to result in positive outcomes. So wouldn't be surprised to see him try to get his backs, his wide receivers, get some other guys involved, and then later in the game, go back to his big tight end. The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Now he'll air one out, and that is incomplete. Josh Jacobs was the intended receiver. And now it's 4th down.
Here we go.
They'll go for it. Love. He gets that complete as he hits Reed. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down. They pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. The gain is 18. He's going to go deep, looking for Reed. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. On 1st down, it's Love. That one incomplete. They can't hook up there, and that incompletion takes us to the 2-minute warning. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
Here's Love to throw. That is caught at the 3. And he's in. Jaden Reed. Touchdown, Green Bay. Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Packers draw closer here. It's 21-14. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. On first down, it's Mahomes. He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Right back to Kelce again. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25.
This is an element to his game that we don't necessarily spend a lot of time talking about. He's not known as a traditional runner at the quarterback position. But when he has some space like he had here, he is more than capable of not only converting first downs, but picking up big chunk plays.
Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Now he'll run it. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal. He's out of bounds at the 8-yard line.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Yellow. Here's a run. And he's into the end zone yet again. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Chiefs. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. But let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
Final 9 seconds of this half, and the kick is away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line.
Blaster, sit. Come on, set.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. He'll take a shot for Watson. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Oh, and he's going to go down. He could not get rid of it. And that's going to bring an end to this first half.
Chiefs 28, Packers 14.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
at their own 36-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 36.
Yellow. Hey, 15. Where's it?
Mahomes back. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Georgia.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Clause 10. Ready?
They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. They'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
That is hard. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Ready.
Love to throw. To the goal line and in. Romeo dives. Touchdown, Packers. Love will lead the offense. Looking to go for 2 here.
Ready.
Now, faking the give. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
But dangerous Mecole Hardman on the return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. A handoff to Pacheco. And he's going to take this past the 45. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the 1st half, and he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day. Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
Attack!
1st down, Kansas City.
A give here to Pacheco. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Throwing now, Mahomes. That's caught. It's Jared Wiley, the tight end. First time they've looked his way all game long. But he comes through with the grab and a 1st down. A run up the middle with Pacheco. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with 1st and goal. He couldn't quite break the plane. They'll have it at the 1-yard line.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the 1, and I wouldn't be surprised if they let him finish this drive off.
They'll run with Pacheco. And he will not get in from there. In fact, I think he was shoved backwards a little bit.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take him down for a loss.
And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. They'll run with Pacheco. And he cannot be stopped. He's into the end zone again. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Kansas City. He is having a performance to remember. There's 5 touchdowns for him in this one game. This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
Here's Nixon on the return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He's got it! And he will take this one in. 76 yards. Touchdown, Green Bay. Big play coming up for the Pack as they're going to go for 2. Here's Love. And a big conversion for 2. And it's a 1-score game. The deficit is only 8. The kickoff unit is out there. And they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Mahomes. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Mahomes now on 2nd down. A throw on the move is caught. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
Right. 43. Yellow.
1st down throw, Mahomes. Throw left side is taken in by the tight end, Kelsey. And this takes him into the red zone.
You're a Cowboys fan, you're using the Chiefs, you're a bum. GG. Use your own team. Use your own team. And I've seen the Cowboys lose in person multiple times to the Packers. Packers. America's. You already know what it is. I am a Cowboys fan, but I use the Chiefs. Wah, I can't use Jerry's team. Wah.
They're going to run out of the gun with Pacheco. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I'm a Cowboys fan.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll work forward for about...
Don't take joy. GG, my boy. Wah, wah. Okay, I suck. 0-3 on the day. That's insane. It's not that insane. I suck at this game. I'm really bad. Lost by 4, lost by 8, and then I got blown the fuck out. I suck. I'm sorry. I fucking suck. I mean, my points for and against have to be atrocious. 24.64, 37.67 against. Ugh. 0 rushing touchdowns, 9 passing touchdowns. I have 9 touchdowns in 3 games. That's 3 a game. It's not enough. GG. I suck. Takeaways, 1.3. Giveaways, 1.6. Rush yards against, they're averaging 150. I gotta switch it up. I suck. Goodbye.